Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com on this great what is today? Today is, I believe, Thursday, so we get to watch football tonight. And not only that, but wow, what a day. Um, it was a really wonderful day today. It really was. So hold on one second, I gotta do this one thing. And today was just a really great day today. And what made it really fun was just, we had a lot of stocks in play. We had our group of trades, and I earned a 100% rating today from the chat room. But I think what I have to say when I really have to really say about our room is just the amount of love we have. I mean, I've been doing this going on 7 years now in this chat room, and I don't know if you've noticed our feed compared to a lot of feeds out there and a lot of rooms out there. Really, nobody does videos or video recaps or excitement videos or blogs on a consistent basis as we do in Awesome Calls. The traders in here are they're they they want you to see their success, which is what I implore that. I want that. I want a trader to feel good about what he's accomplishing as much as he's learning. The greatest feeling as a day trader is when you're actually learning something and then applying what you just were taught into a trade and what to look for. When I see Ollie, make $560 on a $399 cash account, that says something. That is incredible. That's amazing. But he applied what he's learning in this room. Did you all see Noel this morning? I follow Noel. I mean, did you see Noel? He walked into the chat room. Oopsie, it's Zoom. I'm sorry, it's Zoom. He walked in the chat room and straight up just nailed it. I mean, right here. I mean, and consistency. I mean, 400 on Netflix, 700 on Cron. All right, 2,541 for the day. This is what we do, you know? And why wouldn't you want to share that to people? I mean, yesterday, Fire Trader did an amazing blog post on our room, and he's a professional day trader. And if you, I hope you click it, and it's just I was in tears. I mean, this is love and appreciation, and it's traders' way of just saying thank you, to the room and to our success, you know, and but this room is built on traders. It's built on knowledge. It's built on learning something. You have to keep learning to excel, and you can't stop in here. It's constant. I won't stop. I constantly. It's really rare. I don't give a secret sauce or an afternoon. Hey, this is what this stock is going to do. At the most part, though, you will see that 99, 100% of our stocks just hit exactly. And these notes are written down well before. They're already jotted down in my pad an hour before the market. I might tweak them a little bit here and there. When I walk in the room, I'm already typing them at 35, 40 minutes before the opening bell. Because the thoughts, I'm just copying what I'm writing. I'm just like, okay, this is going to do this, this is going to do this, this is going to do this, this is going to do this. And I'll show you a perfect setup today. All right. Quant. Let's just take quant as a starter. Now, a lot of you don't understand or know what a block trade is. All right. A lot of people now, when they see it, oh, I know what it is. Yeah, I can tell you what it is. Okay. Well, when it's happening, you really don't know what it is until you really see it and play out. So a lot of traders um, kind of just observed the trade, but didn't really execute the trade because they never been experienced in one. But basically, without getting into too much, it was a short idea for us. The stock was gapping up 2 points, almost 2.5 in pre-market. It was being chased by newbies because newbies are newbies. They'll chase anything. They're like the tulip runners. They'll buy tulips for $1 billion because everybody else is. That's what a newbie does. And I love newbies because they just they make us more money. What I would love is a newbie to stop being a newbie and come in our room and become a pro, because that person won't be chasing that stock anymore. He'll just that person, he or she will just sit there. Oh, I'm gonna short that stock with size. And Kron was just a perfect setup. I did originally want it to come down to $9 from 10, which would have gave a point. If you did size, you would have made about 5,000 shares, $5,000, 2,000 shares, $2,000 from 10 to 9. But once it broke 9, I knew it would gap fill to the full 840, 1.2 block trade, and that's exactly what it did. It was a great setup for us in the chat room. Kron right here, 10 short, and just slammed it right down, and there is $8.40 right there. And it ran yesterday. Couldn't believe it, to $12. Could you imagine yesterday if I had announced short Kron at 2,000 here at 11, 2,000 here at 11.50, 2,000 here at 11.99, 6,000, and that's what people there. Trust me, there are pros that's all they'll do. They'll take size. They're just taking huge size, because these are not just buyers right here. These are smart professional short sellers taking 30,000 shares, knowing it's going to come down like me. Imagine 30,000 shares and just sitting waiting for an AJ to call 850, and they scored what, 3 points? They made what, 90 grand today? Not bad on 30,000 shares. Anyway, the key thing was we knew where the stock was going to go and why. The next one we did today was, can you dive into a little analysis on block trade? I can't do it here, Hector, and I already discussed it at length earlier this morning, and also Darkside discussed it as well. But on the webinar, no, this is stuff just for you. All right. Um, the next one we did was CANF. This was a crazy stock. The news came out. It was really just actually kind of stupid. They were just they were basically doing their job this morning. I read the headline, called out a short, said this is nothing but a short. Take short at 450 to 5 and take the stock down. And I made it very clear the stock would come down to $2.50 and under. And it was written right here in plain as day. CANF 250 and under. All day slow fader, and it's already at 244. Hit 236. The next trade that we did was Netflix. You knew we were going to play this. Well, I want to congratulate all those that played it to the long side off of 255 that we called it. If you take the 255 to 310, 315 yesterday, that's a 60 point trade on our call. However, if you dig deeper into Netflix's earnings and really read what they were saying, it was a short. There was nothing. That pop-up was going to be just dusted, and it was going to probably most likely gap fill. I had in pre-market at 310 told everyone this will smack down to 300 and under. Once it hit 300 and under, it was on all the way down, and I was really adamant about the 300 and under. And here's Netflix right here. I actually made it the number 3 pick in the room. This will fade back to 33 and under on profit taking. If it snaps 300, it will gap fill on profit taking. That's. I mean, now a lot of you in hindsight are going, "Well, I knew that. Yeah, everybody knew that." No, you didn't. And you need to stop talking like that, because it's really, you didn't. If you did, you would have traded it. For us, I just was trading it and 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 trading it. That's all I kept doing. Our number one pick today was a stock called Sun. Now, what made this pick, now, believe me, the idea was there 100%. I just got in too soon. I did. The stock was actually gapping down from 58.27 to 57.50 in the pre-market. And I really wanted those 57s because the earnings came out and their guidance was just horrific. And this stock should be fading lower to 55. But a lot of traders made good money on it, because one of the things I did tell everyone was, let's see how it opens. And I always like to, with them, if it pops more and more, and if it overgoes where it closed the previous day, it's pure money. I mean, it is money like there is no tomorrow. And a lot of traders did. They waited, and some people got in and they added. So on Sun, it was just a wonderful pop. And it was a ridiculous pop. It really was. But because the stock was so damn thin, and it's unfortunate we are the badass, bomb ass trading chat room in the world. And if AJ is going to put like a stock like Sun as number one pick to short, trust me, the whole fucking world is going to want to short the stock, and that creates a squeeze. So basically, I created my own squeeze because I put it as a number one pick. If I had buried it, put CANF, I probably would have got a little bit more of a pop and then a fade. But because I put Sun, and it was a thinner stock. I mean, I'm talking thin here. Look, this is 11,000 shares. I mean, this is like one 1/20th of my chat room. Here's another one, 2,000 shares. I mean, come on, really? Here's another one of 1,600 shares. You see my point? It's just, and every time somebody's going in with 500, 1,000 shares, they were popping it. So it could have went to 60 if more people played it. I mean, the bottom line, it was going to come down and crumble, and it did to 57.25. So the next trade we did was CSX. This is a really well-known railroad company. I don't know if you know who they are. Um, CSS, I love to short the stock after the initial pop, and I always know how to play this on every earnings. And I did it no different today. Today I called, and I want you to pay attention very closely what I called. I said CSX will pop to 72 at the open. When it hits 72, scale in short and take it down to $69. It's just, I don't know what to tell you. Uh, this is a $69 stock, and you want to see it? I mean, I'm watching it come down right now. It's just so fun. Anyway, here's CSX. There's the pop at open to 72 per my notes. Scale in short. Be patient. All day fader. And it's currently coming down to $69.71. And here's the 69 that I want it to come to. And that's it. That's your trade. It's a beautiful 3-point trade with 250 shares. You make 750 for the day. But that's what we do. The next stock that we did was a company called PAGS. I thought this was cool because I threw in an offering. This was an offering. Now, they actually priced today the 16.75 million shares at $39 and $39.50. So I told traders this being up was really stupid. I mean, look how it just kind of raised from, on that. It was just dumb. And I just told everyone short the stock and give it room to 42 to add. If they want to play that game, we're going to still take it down to 39.50. And that was the target on this trade, that PAGS would come down to 39.50. Here it is. All right, if this snaps it open, it will pull to the 39.50 and bounce. If it goes short, we want 41.50 to 42 for a nice short setup down to 39.50. The stock came all the way down to $31.58 and found a nice base there. Isn't that a gorgeous play? It's a kind of a no-brainer. Another stock that we're playing today, I won't do the chart, but it's Rita again. Again, I keep telling you on my webinars that if Rita doesn't do an offering, then the stock is going to continue to go higher. And all you do is add on the pullbacks. Now, yesterday we had a pullback that was pretty ridiculous to 152, which was almost a 12-point pullback. So for me today on the pullback, I thought, well, what if we go to 158 and then run it to 170 or more? And the stock really just stopped right here at like 165 at the open. So I didn't really get what I want as far as the full pullback I wanted, but it definitely is in play for the upside move to 170. And you can see here it did hit my 170 area, 171. So it was a really good play. And it's going towards 175 at this point. So I don't know if I'm going to play it anymore, but it was definitely a nice play. A great play that we did today was URI. Now, URI, I told everyone to buy the stock in pre-market and at the open at $120 a share. I felt very strongly that URI would pop 7 points. I'm sorry, it would pop to 127 at the open. There was no question UI was going to pop to 127 at the open. And I want you to see how accurate I was. I want you to see what I wrote. And I said right here, URI will pop to 126 level or more at the open. Go long. And then once it popped, I was going to be watching for topping, and then we could short it. But I want you to watch this stock. If you had long it at 120 per my notes, at minimum, you would have got 5 to 6 points at minimum. You could not go wrong on this stock. And I'll show it to you. Ding, 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 ding. Here is your opening bell. There you go. Market is open. If you market ordered, you got filled at 122. I delivered in less than 1 minute, 90 seconds. I delivered 7.5 points. Once it bottom curled and broke out, we couldn't short it. We had to wait. Everyone waited. We kept saying so. And instead of going 126, it went to 132, which was fine. And then we had the short sellers come into the room. Charles did amazing on us, made over $2,000 or $3,000 on this trade today, and it just came all the way back to 122. It was just a magnificent trade today. It was like our Netflix today. You had to be in the room to get this. It was exciting, and on that pop. The next one that we did today was NTNX. This was just a nothing piece of crap trade. I mean, it was a nothing. But why I'm bringing this one up is because when I looked at the stock, I made a decision the stock would come down to $26.35 and stop. That's what I said. This was written down well before the market opened. I told everyone to short the stock on any pop at the open at 27.40 or more. The stock will come down to $26.35. So if you did 500 to 1,000 shares, you made $500 to $1,000 on this trade alone. You don't believe me? I want you to take a good hard look at how I wrote NTNX. This was our number 5 pick in the room. And look where I said it would bottom, $26.35. Here's the short at 27.40 with room to 28. The stock would hit 26.35. Come to the chart, written down well before the market. There it is, 26.35. This is what we do. This is nothing new. This is required trading in awesomecallstrading.com. And I can go over HEMPA. We traded HEMPA. This was just a basic 101 trading on Awesome Calls. Pop at the open, 520, 540, scaling short. This one had to wait for the open because the open was here. It grinded, based, popped on short squeezing, then came right back down. I have to say, the one I really liked this morning for quick money was IBM. This is the one I went over in secret sauce in detail. That the stock would pop at the open. I wanted everyone to long the open. I was hoping IBM would hit 137 per my notes, but it ended up squeezing right at the open. You can see right here, ding, 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 ding. Start up right here. Here's the opening bell, and boom. If you had bought at 133, 132, 133.20, you would have scored at least 3 to 4 points at the opening bell and sold right there. For 100 shares, it's $300 in 92 seconds. And then it's grinding. There's no trade here anymore. That's it. That's the trade. Just a quick 3-point pop, and I was done with it. That's how it trades. I would have to say today's calls of the day go to 2 stocks in general. CANF and Cron. I think these 2 stand out above all, and well done. I want to also give a props to Darkside on his Roku. He called Roku this morning at the opening, long the stock, I believe at 132 area. He walked it up. He told everyone his first idea was 134 and then 135, and he's been taking money all the way. Matter of fact, I will do a chart on this dark side trade. I think it's worth noting. I will take one of mine off and substitute it for that because he's been playing Roku since $99. It's $100, and today he made a lot of people a lot of money. So I'm gonna say I don't know his timestamp. I'm gonna have to have Sergio find it, but my guess is that the stamp was probably right around 6:54 this morning, which is 9:54 timestamp. So I'm gonna put that down so we can show you in the charts tonight. Longed it. I think he was at 132 area, 16 to 139. And one thing about Dark Side is he will like let you know as it's walking up what he's doing each time with the trade. So every trader can trade, and he's very patient. Once he gets those breakouts, he's just walking it up. And he's one of the brightest technical traders you'll ever see. I mean, I've had some technical traders, obviously, you know, if you know who I am. Um, I've traded a lot of them, but this gentleman is just he's beyond what I've seen out there, even with today's chat room. So we're very lucky to have him. It was an incredible play. So anyway, hey, tonight is earning some more. We got some more tonight. It's banging. I love it. It was a kick-ass day today. I scored 100% on my rating. Traders made a lot of money. We talked about everything. We're setting up for actually today's lessons. We are setting up for next quarter because there's certain stocks that do a certain thing and react a certain way. And my final thoughts on Netflix. I agree with some of the mods in the room, such as Dark Side and so forth. I do think we've seen the best days on the stock price on Netflix. I think the competition is going to get more serious. I think Netflix's content is going to slowly dissipate over time. I think there's going to be too much competition, hence why Roku and Disney are really an Apple now. And I'm sure there's going to be a few more going to be trying to get into that streamlined business. All right. So anyway, we played it very well, and I'm very proud of that stock altogether. So be good, be well, be safe, and thank you for joining us for today's webinar. And thank you for all those that spoke very highly. Oh, oh my goodness. We played this in the chat room. Oh my gosh, he took short. He did. Look at that. He was in the room. He took short right here. I actually longed the stock, and I made a few bucks, but he went in size once it broke and he covered. Congratulations. Didn't know he was playing that. We got a great from Aju Matthew in our room. He alerted IPHS on this pop here, and once it unhalted, um, I pulled a little bit. I went long right around here, and I waited for this pop on the candle, and I sold it. Then once it broke, I said it's going to go to 35, and it smacked to 35. It was a quick intraday call by Aju, and he caught it. And if he keeps doing those, I'll have to make him a mod. So anyway, really good. Congratulations on that one. Did I tweet that out? Yes, I did. Okay. So, all right, take care. All right, I will see you tomorrow.